beautiful souls. I am Awakened Soul, and today we're going to be reviewing Bitcoin and setting it up for our next trade. Like always, I'm going to start off on my monthly time frame. I'm going to use the index chart, and I'm going to make sure I'm in the log scale. Okay, on the monthly, first thing I'm going to do is set a beautiful support trend line here. One touch, two touch, right? And my monthlies are red. I use the chakra colors. So what kind of observation just off one trend line could you make? You could make the observation of price action being held by this support, breaking down, and then retesting, right? So if that's the case, I'm going to give you a bearish target, right? I'm not saying it's going to come here 100%. I'm just saying this is what my charts are telling me, right? And I'm just here showing what the charts are telling. So, and to make so this is my support. Now we need a resistance. Remember, this is a game that has two sides to it. So always expect a bullish, always have, I should say, a bullish and bearish targets. So for this, I'm going to use my pivot highs and lows. Right, I'm going to from this high to this high right here. I'm actually going to go to, even though this high is being marked, because this was higher and it's next to price action, I'm going to go here. So if price action was to break to the upside, right, my bullish target would be 41. Around 41, I would say. 41, yeah, 41. Let's highlight it. Beautiful. So because I am a day trader, we're going to concentrate on our range, right? So now that I set my major support trend lines and my major targets, let's focus on our range. So this is monthly high, right? Using the previous candle, monthly high, monthly low. Okay, another observation I want you to see and look at, I use 1226 EMAs, right, to give me a bullish bearish sentiment of the market. And on the monthly, if you turn off the wicks, you can see that the 21 is above the 12. Okay, so technically we're in a bearish trend on the monthly. So now I'm going to go to my weekly, and same process. What am I going to do? I'm going to set my range, right? So my range is going to be based on the previous wick here. So this is my high. This is my low. And weeklies are orange. And what do I see, right? When it comes to the weekly, I want you to focus on your contraction phases. This is one contraction phase. This is another contraction phase. So what is our contraction phase doing right now? And I've seen this being drawn a lot, and it's definitely a possibility of a cup, right? Me personally, I think it is, right? It could be definitely a cup here, but this doesn't make sense, right? So if this is to be the cup, because some people are doing this, you know, you could extend it so much. This is my cup, or just, I guess, let's just draw what the charts are telling me. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. So this is my cup for the weekly time frame. Major resistance headed here. Okay. So with this cup, I'm going to definitely set a trend line here. One touch, two touches, and that's going to be my weekly support. If we would have price action falling back down, I would say this would be my weekly bearish target. And I'm not going to give you a bullish target because it's simple. The monthly is stronger than the weekly. So if the monthly continues to the upside, 41 is that play. Okay. And of course, if this is also a cup, sure, you could do a measured move, right? I've seen a lot of people do the measured move. And we're talking about even 61K. Okay, let's mark it. Why not? It's important to be open-minded when it comes to technical analysis and have no emotions, no expectations, and just play what the charts are telling you, right? So now you can see we have a bullish, we have a bearish target. We continue, right, on our daily. What is our daily time frame doing? So on our daily time frame, just like we talked about our weekly contraction phase, right? We talked about this being our weekly contraction phase. What is our daily contraction phase? Level to level. This is our daily contraction phase right here. Okay. So within this contraction phase, what are the charts doing? What can we see? So what I like to do as a day trader on the daily, finding my contraction phase, I like to grab the fixed range volume profile, and it's free. It's one of your tools right here, and just highlight your daily contraction phase, right? I'm gonna label my daily POC. Just gives me a sense of where price action could gravitate to next. And I like to label it too. Perfect. And I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. I am leaving to vacation. I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. I'm so excited. So I'm getting this video out before I leave. And I think I'll come out with one more before I do leave. As always, keep you up to date. But back to the charts. Okay, so what is our contraction? What is our daily contraction phase doing? Because like I've mentioned before, every contraction phase is going to give you a pattern, right? So on the daily, we know on the weekly, it looks like a cup. On the daily, what is this? And just like before in my last video, right? The only possibility or the only thing I'm seeing right now, it's an inverted Adam and Eve. Right? Definitely be at play. Okay, and what else do we want to do on our daily? We got our POC. We got a possible pattern on our contraction phase. Let's go ahead and get our range, right, from previous candle. Turning on the magnet here, we got our high. We have our low. Okay. Now we're gonna keep moving on to, and just really quick on the daily, do we have any divergence? Sometimes it's hard to see it. That's why I like the pivot highs and lows here to give me exact price action. So this one was higher. I'm just checking here, right? Come back right down here. Do we have any divergence? I don't know if that's considered divergence, but hey, you always have to check everything, right? It's important to be open-minded to everything and anything. So now that I'm done with my daily, am I gonna set any daily trend lines? I mean, sure. The only trend line that I possibly see is from this low to this 29,452. One touch, 2 touches, right? Trend line is yellow because we're in our daily. And what would our target be? Our target would be right under POC, right here. Beautiful. And this would be our daily bearish target. And of course, daily, like I said, I am not doing a daily bullish target at all, not right now, just where the situation is, because this is the monthly trend line, right? If we break this, in my observation, we'll continue up. And if we go to the 4 hours, okay, so this is the 4 hours is interesting to me, right? Because this shows us we're close up here. So you could see price action kind of, you know, coiling up or coiling on this monthly trend line. So it's really important, right? Because from here it could definitely shift up to the upside or drop down. Critical moments that we are in. We've been here since, I mean, technically since June, right? It's June 23rd. Okay, so on my 4 hours, you can see a lot of wicks. So I like to turn on my line chart on certain areas or certain times, especially when it's really wicky. And on my 4 hours, I'm going to connect some trend lines right from low. So this next low. Right, so right there, I mean, we could see and observe that this was a flag. And we broke, it looks like we broke down to the downside. This is the 4 hours. Right, we came back, we retested, now it's rolling over. So that's my first observation on the 4 hours. Right, and if I had the wicks, it would be hard to find that pattern. So sometimes don't hesitate to use that line chart. I think it's really cool. So okay, I have for this, what else? Major trend lines, right? So I have 1, 2. Another trend line that I'll set is based on this. Another support that we need to break to continue to the downside. This doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, it could. Why not? Because if it gravitates to the upside, right? I mean, we always have to be open-minded. This would be my bullish 4-hour target. This would be my 4-hour bullish target. Let me turn on my 1226 EMAs. And that's another thing I want you to, I trade with the flow, right? So if you go back on the daily, what is our trend? We're above 1226 EMAs. If we go to our 22-hour, we're still technically bullish above the 1226 EMAs. But once we start headed to the 8 hours, we can see that the 1226 EMAs have officially flipped bearish, okay? 4 hours, we're bearish trend already. So something to consider. So we were in the 4 hours and we have price action under major resistance, 4-hour resistance. We have 4-hour bullish target just in case. But for me to even consider a long right now, right, I would want to see price action flip, hold this as support, the daily, and then continue to the upside. That's what I want to see. Another great indicator that I've been using is the Trader XO levels. If you don't follow Trader XO, he's an amazing trader, in my opinion. Great indicator that he has here. So it shows us that this is major monthly resistance because price action is under it, right? Therefore, it just makes sense with my thought of like, okay, if price action comes back here, holds this as support, then we could see targets of 31,325. Till then, there's no longs here just because the trend is down. Another observation I want to make here is, okay, that was my 4 hours. I like it. Let's do our 4-hour range. We didn't do, right? That's our high and that's our low, just using previous candles. So what is this telling me? That price action has broken 4-hour support, right? And our next support is our daily support. So now coming into the 1 hour, right? Back to contraction phases. What is our contraction phase doing? This is our contraction phase right here. Okay, what is this contraction phase doing? And again, sometimes it's easier. So I use the 1 hour as my market structure. I like to use my pivot highs and lows. Great indicator. So on my pivot highs and lows right here, right, I'm on my 1 hour, right? I'm trying to assess and see what is this zone doing for me. What pattern could I find here? So what I see off the bat is trend down, contraction, right? So I see a possible bear flag that I posted this morning in my community, right? And what is a bear flag? And the reason I think it's a bear flag is because if you pull a fib from the high to the low, you see price action holding under 38.20. So if price action holds under 38.20, that's a bear flag. If price action comes back up above the 50, it's an invalid bear flag. So again, something that I posted, if you're not following me, I posted this a couple minutes ago on Twitter, but always my community gets it first. So yeah, follow me, awakensoul_369. So this is what I'm seeing on the 1 hour, a possible bear flag at play. This could be definitely a H, right? That's coming down, just melting down to the downside. So for me to enter a trade right now, right, I'm coming in, I want to get to my, I want to find a range. Where's my range? I do have the sessions indicator too. Really helpful when finding entry. So I hope I'm not losing you. I know there's a lot going on. Let me erase this. So for me to enter right now, just looking at market structure, right? Let's see, right, all the indicators except the higher high, lower low. So if I think this is a bear flag, if I think this is a possible, let me draw that trend line, because this is the bear flag, right? So right now what I'm looking for, it's a possible retrace. So I have a low high. So perfect entry for a short would be now, right? Because this could continue to the downside here. Or wait for this to flip, have some support, right? Wait, and then long here. But again, I will not be longing, not till 3,500 is broken. Till then, I'm just looking for a short at any retrace. Where's my RSI? RSI is important when you're entering a trade. Where is it? There it is. So 15 minutes a good entry point. So it's a little over sold. So just wait for RSI to pop up a little bit. Give it some time. Let me see. So you could be missing the train too, right? You don't want to miss the train either. So for my entry here, I'm probably going to go to the minute here. Right? And because lower low and higher low were printed, probably just going to set a trend line here. Right? And then when I see price action breaking this trend line again, just confirmation that it's going to continue to the downside. I hope that helped. I hope you see my vision, and I hope I explained it well. If not, well, too bad. That's what you get. I love you all. Do everything with love, and remember to every day keep growing, keep learning, and trading is fun. Make it fun, make it yours, and do everything with love.